For all the kids who might have a snow day this weekend, let's paint a cute little snowman painting. I'm going to take a mop brush with a blue and white. You can do whatever shade of blue you want and do back and forth strokes on your canvas all the way down to the bottom. Super simple background today. To make it fun though, we're going to dry it and then grab some round pouncers. I'm going to use 3 different sizes here. And let's make it look like it's snowing. So taking the larger pouncer, I'm going to dip it in some white paint and then just press down and twist anywhere I want a large snowflake. Since these are the largest ones, you're not going to have as many of them, but space them out. You can even have some going off the edge of your canvas. Even try not dipping in again, but just having a few faint ones with barely any paint on them, just like that. Now let's take the next size down, and I'm going to do some even more. You can even have some overlapping some of the larger ones. And you're going to do that all over. You can also do a few faint ones that hardly have any paint on them. And with the tiniest one, I want a pop of color. I like purple when doing winter scenes, so let's do a few, overlap them in a few different areas as well. I always go overboard when I do snow and polka dots like this in the background. I'm even going to turn some of these dark purple ones into a slightly lighter shade of purple. Ooh, there we go. So much fun. Now notice I left the bottom left-hand corner blank because that's where our snowman is going to be. So taking a size 8 round brush and some white paint, let's start the head of the snowman. He's peeking in from this corner, so do a curved shape and then fill it in all the way to the corner. You shouldn't see any blue left in this bottom left-hand corner when you're finished. Now once that's dry, grab your size 8 round brush again and grab some black paint. Let's paint the rim of his hat. So I like to outline the head shape and then just make that black line come out a couple brush strokes thick. It's up to you how wide the rim is, but just to give you an idea, we're looking at the underside of his head because he's looking up at the snow. Dry that really good and then grab a size 3 round brush so we can paint the nose. Before we make it a bright orange carrot though, let's paint it with white first, just so the bright orange will really stand out. So I'm going to do a very long and tall shaped triangle here. Notice how it starts down in the head, goes straight through the rim of the hat and into the background. It's okay if you cover up some of those polka dots while you're doing this. There we go. Make sure it is dry really good, and then you can paint it the color you want. I'm going to paint it a bright orange here, and just go ahead, outline the edge, and then fill in that triangle shape. See how the white really makes that orange stand out? If we didn't paint it white first, the dark black and the blue from the background would show through. Now taking a detail brush, let's give him some eyes with some black paint. You could do a traditional snowman face, but I'm going to do a curved shape like this for his eye. Just a line on either side of the carrot and a curved shape on top of that. Fill them in both with black paint. And then once I have those in there, then I'm going to add some pops of white to make him come to life. 2 little curves. Let's even use a little bit of white to outline the eyes here. And since the black is still a little wet, it turns into a lighter gray. Next, I'm going to add a mouth, so I did 2 little U shapes on either side of his cheeks and a curve for a smile. Let's make it even a little bit wider right on the tip of the smile underneath the nose. Maybe he's getting ready to stick his tongue out to catch a snowflake. Now let's work on the nose a little bit more with a detail brush and some light brown and orange mixed together. Because we're looking at the underside of his nose, let's do a little bit of shading. So it's going to be darkest right underneath and doing little curved shapes coming up from the edge of the nose. It gives the texture of a carrot. You know how they have those little lines in them? Let's even do a couple faint ones in the top of the carrot, but a little bit more shading on the bottom because that's where the shadow would be. Up to you how much detail you do, but I think that makes it pop. And as a final detail, maybe you wouldn't see this all that much, but I wanted to add a simple snowflake shape off to the right-hand side of the hat. Maybe just as this is hanging off of the rim, I just did a straight line with an X through it. Let's do a couple V's on the tip of each of those lines, and maybe a little line coming out from each of those points. To tie in the purple, I'm even going to do a purple dot in the center. Oh, so cute. If you do get snow this weekend, I hope you get to make a real snowman, but if you are stuck inside, this would be a great painting to do. Don't forget to make it your own, and I can't wait to see how yours turn out. Have fun and happy painting, everybody.